How we doing, everyone? I'm Andy Malfrina. This is Drag the Lake, and we are going to listen to New Order of Mine by Dealer. But before we do that, I must tell you guys, here on the Drag the Lake channel, we talk a lot of shit, and when we do that, we're usually streaming on the weekend. Come hang out with us on the weekend and talk some shit with us. I know you've seen a lot of the different videos on here, and you probably don't have friends at work you can talk to about this music. And I know you don't want to go to r/hardcore and be a milady arguing with all that shit over on Reddit. So come watch a stream and, still be lame, but not as lame as getting into deep mosh discourse arguments on Reddit. Mosh Discord arguments on YouTube are cool. But when it's on Reddit, you're a dork. So come over here to YouTube and be cool with us. And join us and all the other 30-year-olds discussing mosh discourse because we're fucking awesome. Anyway, I've been listening to Dealer lately. I literally haven't heard about them before recently. I got my other channel, DTLR&R, where I react and review just single tracks and shit. And I saw some Dealer put out some music. I liked the name of the band. I thought the thumbnail was cool. So I did like a blind reaction over there. And I ended up falling in love with this band. And I listened to one other song and they were very cool. And I saw some people commenting like, hey, you should check out the fucking album. It comes out soon. I have not actually checked out the album yet. I know it's been out for like a week or two. But I think I subconsciously knew I was probably going to talk about it on here. So let's just not listen to it. Let's save it for YouTube, where it can be the freshest of the fresh. You can watch the freshest of viewings from my beautiful face. So let's hop into it. Dealer, I'm very new to this band. I've probably only heard about 2 songs of theirs. So you will be witnessing me listening to my 3rd through 10th Dealer song. Let's hop into this New Order of Mine by Dealer.
Help me find hell! It's like a city that never sleeps, where everyone is my enemy, holding arms out for answers, while some predecessor swings from the rafters. It's fear, the mother of morality, between the seams of a twisted reality, holding arms out for answers, I whisper no to the masters. You tell me no matter what they do, remove your instinct to flee, you're monster too. Remove your instinct to flee, you're a monster too.
You wonder ever you're a bad man? No, I don't wonder, Morty. World needs bad men. We keep the other bad men from the door.
It's fear, the mother of morality, deep in the seas of a twisted reality. In this dark world, even kings shall die here. Virtues within a vicious made to pain. I see through pain. I'm gifted. A new order of might. Forever and clear. Through pain. I'm gifted. A new order of might.
Hell yeah. Kings die here. Strong start. No nonsense. I always love a clip. I'm a sucker. I'm a big dumb idiot, and I'm a sucker for a clip. So I believe that was True Detective Season 1. I believe. I haven't watched it in a while. I forget the names. I'm really bad at remembering names on literally any TV show. Game of Thrones was hell for me. For a guy who can't remember fucking names, Game of Thrones was hell. But no, I like that. Starts big, starts strong. Wait a minute. What are we doing up here? What are we doing? Are we devils? Are we a little bunch of little Satanist rascals? Are you guys doing some adrenochroming? Is that what's going on? Anyway, No, all jokes aside, great big start, real fun vibes. Yeah, dude, I liked it. I liked it. It was a little, it was pretty straightforward of a way to start off an album. Oh shit, my cat's in here. Well, she's probably gonna go sleep. But no, pretty straightforward way to start off an album. But I like that. I like no nonsense. Create the vibe, make it real big, make it real strong, and yeah, just don't fuck around and let's just keep it moving. All right, Glass Preacher. I like that. Good production. Listen to those drums again. What'd they just do there?
I'll cut out the tongue. Hold it up for everyone. Like a loaded gun.
I got fucked up. I'm gonna back it up one more time.
Hold it up for everyone. Like a loaded gun. Pointed at every.
That was weird. Did they go from a quarter note triplet to an eighth note triplet? So where they were like dun 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 dun. All right, one more.
I'll cut out the tongue. Hold it up for everyone. Like a loaded gun.
I think that's what they did.
Pointed at everyone. I know you hope to never see another fucker like me. You back the scab to rebuild. Run under the gun. All I see is flash. Stare at the sun. All I see is death.
I like it too. Right here, you can hear it. There's like real nu metal vibes. And nu metal to me is essentially like rap rock. Like, let's be honest, that's nu metal, but like not ass. Like nu metal, it's not rapping over top of rock and roll. You know what I mean? That's not what I'm saying. It's a proper melding of rap and rock mushed together. That's my interpretation of nu metal. Now, there's a lot of nu metal adjacent bands, like the Deftones. I saw a debate online about that. I don't think the Deftones are nu metal, but I think the Deftones would fit perfectly on a nu metal festival. Same with System of a Down. They're not nu metal, but they would fit perfectly on a nu metal festival. Now, these guys are in a much more hardcore, deathcore sort of lane, but sonically, their roots are in nu metal. And bringing it back to my interpretation, you see it on a lot of bands, like a lot of the classic nu metal bands, like Limp Bizkit or Korn. They're just a clear, proper melding of rap and rock. Where if you took out the rapping, if you took out the if you took out the rapping, it wouldn't sound like traditional rock. It would still have its own sound to it. But if you took out the music, it also wouldn't sound like traditional rapping. It would have, but it's when they come together. It's when you notice the best of both worlds. That's when you have nu metal, and this is sort of rooted in nu metal, and I can hear it, and I like it. I like it a lot.
It's always fucks like you. Nothing can bulletproof, and I know how it feels to be the only one, and now it's you. You better run. There's always fucks like you. Nothing can bulletproof. Run. And I know how it feels to be the only one, and now it's you. You better run.
Hell yeah. I'm going to let it ride. I got to write a note down.
A dream of place to put my mortal shell. Reach your fingers, clasp the steering wheel. Who am I to deny this obviously erroneous fault in mine? As this time is my blood I'm bleeding. I stare at the road and talk for my gravy. Finally bleeding is between a rock and an unforgiving lie. The fact I even tried this 1,000 fucking times. Who am I? Who am I? Still think I'll survive the lasting of 1,000 suns, but right now I loathe even being alive. And don't you think that it's funny? These beasts are hunting. I'm made from my own skin, I'll set them off running. Through circular time to build this defective design. I'm hostage as a life. The devil in the white eye. Go. The dead are swords, take forward side by side. As for the buried, which is live from the sideline. In that frame of mind, I feel their calling. Call from the dark. Their call from the dark.
This is a very fun band. They're existing in the 4/4, so 4 beats in the measure. If you don't know what that means, just how the song's just like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. So they exist in the 4/4, the 4 beats of the measure, and but they're really. And they're keeping, like, rhythm-wise, like they're keeping it kind of similar from song to song with the drum beats and shit like that. But they're able to do a lot of creative shit. All the sounds going on here, it's very good. It's just grooving for how heavy it is and intense it is. The groove is top tier.
Into the into the dark. I'm the devil in the wire. In the dark, I conspire. With the truth I cannot see. Even I am dead to me. Why let you two try and hide? Death doesn't fucking lie. Why let the truth try and hide? Death doesn't fucking lie. Why let the truth try and hide? Death doesn't fucking lie.
Hell yeah. That kind of just, that was weird, actually. I feel like it should have transitioned from, with that type of end.
A dreamer. Why let the truth try and hide? Death doesn't fucking lie.
I wonder if these song, that was that's a weird way to end the song. Great song. Just weird way to end it if you're not gonna like segue into the other one a little bit better. My instincts, like I wanna like they probably just, goofed up, but I wanna give them the benefit of the doubt and say Spotify ordered the songs wrong, but I'm probably wrong. I don't really think that ever happened. I can probably count on one hand the time that's happened. Actually, no. What am I saying? There's a chance that's more rampant than I think. All right, let's keep it moving. Great song, solid groove. Yeah, man. There's just whatever this new version of new metal is, I'm vibing on it very hard.
Closing the door just made me want it more. Like a name was trapped with a thing that comes up,
fuck yeah. I like it. I like it. They're the only problem so far is the general vibe is not the general vibe shift from song to song is not substantive enough. That was a lot of words that I was like, you're gonna put all them together? I meant to say substantive enough. It's not like there's not a noticeable vibe shift. It's almost like you just wrote 4 versions of the same song, but they're all a really good song. You know what I mean? They're all 4 really good songs, but there's not a very noticeable vibe shift, and that's my preferred thing. Go listen to the latest Knock Loose album that they had. That's like one of the best newer examples of having a general sound throughout the album, but having noticeable vibe shifts where each song has its own unique personality. But besides that, everything, the songwriting's really strong, really good. But and this is also too. This is your first album. I mean, go back to listen to Knock Loose's first album. They don't have the vibe shift that you would want in a like a good album. That sounds bad. Because this is very good. I want to make it known this is very good. But I will say right off the bat, definitely Dealer, if you're watching, definitely sort of keeping mind in just having a few more things, just distinguishing each song from one another is important. And that just helps you develop a sound over time, where you're not just the band with like cool breakdowns. Some bands like that. I'm trying to think of good examples. Like I know I love Amir. I think Amir fucking rules. But some of their albums can really be like, you sit there and you go like, what's that one good song? And you remember it based off like the cool breakdown it have, but not the general overall vibe. August Burns Red is another band like that. Very good band. You just the songs don't really have personality. So it really just becomes like, it becomes, let's listen to a bunch of cool shit session, which isn't bad. I just think for, a more long-term, what am I trying to say? I don't know. I'm very tired. I don't know. I just think to kind of like get your band to that next level, it is important to create a sense of personality from song to song. But so far, even if the personalities are similar, they're all very good personalities. If these were all people, I'd want to hang out with all of them at the same time. Let's keep it going. Pearl. Actually, and you know what? I think I can hear it by the way the song started. They're solving this problem. The other way to fix that easy, just change the tempos a little. Let's just have a few little tempo change. Every song is kind of like, like at that tempo. Just change them up a little bit. Easy. Pearl. Play. There we go. Oh yeah, is this the song? They had one song. I don't remember. Was I scrolling through this? They had 1 or 2 songs that just completely sounded like they were a different band. And this this sounds like this is definitely one of them. This sounds like a fucking indie rock band. This is so funny to have in the middle of like, a hardcore album.
out my ripped bones. Turn me into what you need. Into what you need. Into what you.
Very interesting. Timing of it couldn't have been more perfect. Literally what I was just saying with the whole vibe shift. Now, I don't know. That I got to be honest, it was kind of a dramatic shift. I didn't hate the song, but sometimes it's odd when bands go that so far polar opposite in the middle of an album. I didn't hate it though. I would have, while I was listening to it, I would have loved to have been able to hear this song out of context to this album, because I wonder if I would have been shocked, like just not even knowing this band, been able to hear this song on its own, because I wonder if I would have been shocked hearing it with that, because like I said, it sounds like an indie rock or like sort of like a slightly, like if a shoegaze influenced Midwest emo band. It kind of sounded like that. I wonder if like the sort of nu metal guitars and the breakdown and shit at the end would have sounded off, where with the context of the album, that part made sense. It was the beginning that sounded weird. Damn. That was a good observation, Andy. Fuck yeah, dude. Fuck yeah. All right, let's keep it moving. Violent Desire.
Like a blood in between critics, the taste of iron souls gonna fade. Will they cave in as I say with the purpose? The thrill whippers, all the thrills crash the surface. I'm a man of no fight, I'm descendant of doom. Following all the track marks, leading straight to you. You gutless fuck. Endlessly pull that rope and I don't know weight of my sins. Today the fallen new shell. Put your fucking neck on.
Let's go. I like that. Great interjection. Having a much more traditional hardcore song. I like that. It's probably my bias, but I don't know actually. I don't know if I prefer that more so than their other shit. Because their other shit was pretty fun, but I will be honest, I think just because it's much more what I'm used to. I'm a sucker for the hardcore, the shit that's more similar to like traditional hardcore music. So I'm leaning towards that kind of shit. I like it had all the different stages, had like a good, I don't know what you would call it, but it'd be like that slow two-step part where you just have a heavy downstroke guitar riff and shit, then we slow it down. Yeah, just a pretty good traditional hardcore song. Nice way to, like, this is what I like. If they could have interjected this sort of vibe shift a little bit sooner, this album would have been sticking out much harder. But, you know, better late than never. First four songs are, like I said, first four songs are very similar, but they're still strong. They're still strong songs. They just don't have a lot of variety. But, yeah, now that variety's coming in, and it's really painting a broader picture of what Dealer is, and I like that. All right, New Order of Mine, title track.
Check, check, check.
Order. New order of mine. New order. New order of mine.
Exacerbate the masses and blindly fall in line. What is placed in front is what my goals show behind. Divide upon the bitter fruit of some flawed human design. Is there loss of identity, illusion of vanity? Slips sinking into depravity. Cutting like scissors to crush the lines of insanity. I don't sleep, I just dream. I taste the ash upon me. And how's all this? My freak the diamond face. Attack from the cycle. Never from the taste. I travel up the mortal coil. A dialectic turmoil. To cut the stab. I try to rewrite the system. I don't sleep, I just dream. I taste the ash upon me. And how's all this? My brain to diamond fades. A death from this cycle. Never from the taste. They say my nature is mythology. How could there be anything fucking wrong with me? This reaction to existence is justified. Through pain I am gifted a new order of might. New order of might. New order of might.
That song was sick. Yeah, very good, very heavy, very yeah, I gotta be honest, I was reading through their Wikipedia. I vibed out very hard to that song, but I'm a call a mulligan. I will not be able to give a detailed review of that last one because I'm reading through their Wikipedia, and dude, before their first full-length album, they have they have lineup changes that would put fucking Dance Gavin Dance to shame, dude. Look at this shit. This is so funny. The fuck is everything? Shit. Sorry, guys. Wait, let me move this. Oh, yeah, this is what I wanted to do. Yeah, dude, they would have lineup. Look at this shit, man. That's so funny. Yeah, so it's the dude from Alpha Wolf, and then he met a bunch of people from North Lane, and then Codeine King. Wait, how many people? Alex Drummer. And then, like, they put out an EP, and then immediately, 1, 2, 3 people leave the band. So they put out one EP. Dude, and, like, it said Wilder citing irreconcilable differences. You guys wrote 5 songs. And you have irreconcilable differences? Jesus Christ, man. I might need glasses soon. Sorry, guys. Mental health, which fair enough. That's probably other stuff. Okay, shift away from. But no, it's so funny to just say irreconcilable differences after you wrote 5 songs, and then they got a whole nother crew. Okay, yeah, they got a whole nother crew, which is like 3 or 4 people, and this one made me laugh. So then they go out on tour. I think it said they write another EP, or they may not have even put out the second EP yet. I forget where it said that, but this paragraph was crazy. On 22 June 2020, 4 of the band's 5 members left the band at the time. Lango reported former guitarist Josh Ang issued a statement via his Instagram in which he speaks of emotional abuse suffered at hands of an unnamed person, widely assumed to be Holmes. All sexual assault allegations against Elaz were struck out due to no evidence being presented on 6 January 2022. Which is, so it's starting to feel like is that the lead singer? Is that the lead singer? Is Aiden Elaz Holmes? This guy seems like a problem. I don't listen to Alpha Wolf or the band he used to be in. I don't know. I don't get into like the drama all the time. I mean, I do. Like we have a whole, what am I talking about? Am I a lying piece of shit? I am. I was like, we don't get into the drama. I mean, look at all the videos of us talking about fucking Dance Gavin Dance and Keith leaving Every Time I Die and all that shit. Here's my thing. I'm not lying. I'm just dumb and I can't remember things. But yeah, dude, that's crazy. Is this guy, I'm gonna have to look into this dude. Is this dude a problem? It's really starting to, I'm gonna have to do a little bit of digging. Where's the fucking music? Yeah, let's get the hell happened. Let's get the hell back into this album. I might do a little digging, find out if this dude is just a huge, big motherfucking problem. Let's keep it moving. Hyperreal Death Scene. Oh yeah, I talked about this on the DTL R&R page, the reaction page. Go over there if you want to see the original reaction, or stay here and find out my second time listening to it, how I feel.
Falls from the dark. Yeah. Fucking feeling pretty goddamn cheap for a dead man. Like I'm gonna have a promise. Retreat in my calloused hands. Yeah, I think I'm fucking done with the dishonest. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty goddamn cheap for a dead man. Like I'm gonna have a promise. In a pain, suffocating silence. You won't let me live. Yeah, you won't let me die. Your agent's music to molding. I will no longer comply. I have surpassed both flesh and faith. A psyche once deluded. Never regressing with the pain. This is not the time, plan or place, motherfucker. I want what I came for. All the blood I spent, all the blood I poured. This pain will never wait. Never wait. Virtue is cowardice, making me for my ignorance. I'm only trying to find
Dude, it's so weird. It's so funny reading allegations of how much of a motherfucker this lead singer is while jamming out to his music. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the music didn't do nothing to no one. But it sounds like the lead singer of this band's a motherfucker. Cause I'm reading this article from Lamb Goat. And right now the PRP. I thought I clicked on a Lamb Goat article. And yeah, it's just two. I'm reading something from the dude Josh who was in the Josh Ang, who was in the band, and then David Wilder, who was also in the band. And apparently, I don't know. I might be being a toxic male. But like, I gotta learn more about it. I could be wrong, but these are my instincts. Like I get it. Like, yo, quit the band because the lead singer's a motherfucker. But I keep reading this shit of like abuse. And it's like, well, did you fucking fight him? Like, I don't know, dude. You're a guy. Fight him back. If any guy talks to me like that, like, I'm either gonna yell back at him, and if it doesn't end there, dude, we might have to fight. You know what I mean? If it's another dude, you can hit him back. If he's being a motherfucker, you can hit. Now, I guess legally, I should say I don't condone violence of any type. But I don't know, dude. If a dude's trying to abuse you like that, like, fucking give it to him. I don't know. I gotta learn more about it. I could be off base and being completely toxic, and if I am, I apologize. But I like what? You're a guy. Just fight him. Yeah. But you know what he's not abusing is my eardrums. Cause gosh darn it, is this album good? No, that last song ripped so fucking hard. But yeah, I just can't get over reading allegations while being like, you know, hard to get along with. Good at writing music though. Oh, and on top of that, I didn't realize this. The dude got kicked out of Alpha Wolf, which Alpha Wolf, don't they do that song Hakuna Matata or whatever? Hakuma, Akudama. Sucks to suck. I mean, they're not even that good of a band. I will say, they're fine. I'm being a hater. Oh yeah, that was Sucks to Suck is the song where they just hired Ice-T to talk shit, which is very funny. But it also makes it look like you didn't have enough money for Ice-T to rap. You only had enough money to get him to talk shit on your song. Yeah, no, I'm not trying to be a hater on Alpha Wolf. I just didn't. I've listened to them enough to be like, they're fine. They don't really do it for me. They're fine. But yeah, it looks like this dude, reading through after a first initial skim, my vibe on this guy is what am I trying to click on? My vibe is that he probably did something, but the victim couldn't prove it. So he got off. That's the vibe. I don't know if I'm right or wrong. So I'll say allegedly, but just based off reading it, that is the complete vibe I got. Just off one initial peruse, but I'm not always right the first peruse. Let's keep it a buck. All right. They hate you, try to hide. What? They hate you, try to hide. Feels like there should be a comma, but I'm no expert on grammar, so who knows? Let's keep it going. Actually, one last thing I will say on the Josh guy. I will say, I was being a little toxic. I will say some people are good at manipulating and they're good at gaslighting, which I know a lot of other dudes are gaslighting so feminine. Give me a better word then, because it's pretty accurate. It's pretty accurate of a word. People do it all the time. Like, you know what's ironic is being like gaslighting is a gay term. You can't get gaslit. He's gaslighting. So I see your games, you gaslighting son of a bitch. I see your fucking games. So I will say, I do have sympathy with the fact that, like, I've been there before where your friend, you know, you have a friend or a person you have to work with or some shit like that, they're kind of fucking with your head. And you don't really realize it at first because they're kind of being like a mean girl. And you don't realize it at first. Then you start to realize it. And that's when you hit them, Josh. That's when you hit them. Yeah, I sympathize with this sentence. Long story short, I was removed from the band in a similar fashion. Member had painted, it's so funny to imagine it was just a dick, like it was a member. So Josh's dick, no, or whoever the guy's name is, had painted a picture of me to my bandmates that was not true, told lies about me, and forced me out of something that I had helped create. That I actually sympathize with. That's why I was trying to say, like, I think it was just me being a little toxic initially. So that's why I sympathize with it, where, you know, you have these people who can get people to sort of galvanize themselves against you. And then it's like, you know, you're right, but everything around you is telling you you're not right. But you're like, I know I'm fucking right. And if, even though you kind of know you're right, it's still just having all the outside forces tell you something to the contrary. It feels weird and it's fucked up. And it can like sort of really, really fuck with your head. That's why I always say, like, I don't know if I always say this, but like I've been thinking about this a lot more, where it's people got to be real smart about their mental health and not just, you know, read what some fucking neurodivergent dippy idiot on TikTok said, or what someone who just started talking about this a week ago said in a YouTube video or something like that. Like, really take some time, sit with yourself, whatever you got to do, meditate. And there's a lot of versions of meditating. It's not just like home, like, it's like, dude, just sit in a quiet area or sit in a peaceful environment and be mindful and kind of think about things and stuff. What I like to do is I like to sort of create a like a sort of my own self creating a personal home base and like an anchor. And so you can always go back to that. If you don't have that anchor, people can fuck with you more. So, like, people can kind of be like, well, what about this? And you're like, you go back to your anchor and you're like, no, these are my things. You're trying to change. You're trying to change me for the worst. These are my things. You were trying to get me away from my things. And that's, like, a good way to do it. So, because, dude, like, people can win the mental game. People can win the mental game and really, you know, can really control other people in that way. Not me. I'm pretty fucking macho. It's never happened to me. But I'm just saying, like you pussies. It'll happen to you pussies. But no, man, you see it all the time. You see it with, like, government propaganda. You see it in interpersonal relationships. People, you know, it's actually probably easier to fuck with someone's head than it is to try to, like, by the point of a gun. You know, that's why when you see fucked up shit that the government does, they do it kind of slowly and they kind of fuck with your head rather than just, like, point a gun at you and tell you to do it. Because if you point a gun at enough people, a certain number of people, it's going to get to a point where enough people are going to go like, well, fuck you. Or they're not going to go fuck you, but they're going to, like, kind of, like, start to resent you and do quietly go fuck you and then figure out. And it's going to be, you're going to get violently uprised upon. So it behooves government entities to fuck with your head because it makes you comply better. And that's what you know, people like this sort of implement, is fucking with your head to get you to comply. So that's why I never, like, poo-pooed religion. Now, I'm not a big fan of, like, organized religion. I think a lot of times organized religion, it's very, and I'm no expert on cults, but what I notice with, like, organized religion, it's very close to, like, cult activity, where in cults, the people who run the cults, a lot of times they'll be like, I have this super duper special knowledge and you won't be able to understand it, but I will be able to relay it to you. That's like in a lot of church scenarios. I know with, like, Christianity and Catholicism, I believe the thing they kind of go it with, they're like, I speak the word of God. I don't know how much they do it now, but they're like, I speak the word of God. And, you know, it kind of creates this exclusivity, like, oh, I have this super special relationship with God, and I'm the only one who can, you know, let you know what's up. And then it makes you subservient to them. Now, the government does it with like a low level threat of force. But they do it with a smile on their face, so you comply in a different way. Now, the reason I like the part of religion I like is if you sort of just look at, say, whatever it be, the Bible, the Quran, the Torah, whatever book you prefer, if you just look at it as like a self-help book, or this is just a general book of rules that if you follow them, it'll make your life better. And I always say too, to like modernize it, just follow about 75%. You know, if I feel like a lot of those, where a lot of religions go wrong is when they're like 100% by the book, 100% by the book. It's that South Park meme. You're going to have a bad time. But if you look at like Christianity and like just kind of, you know, don't worry about all that stuff about gay people. Like, you guys can hang out. We're just, that part, I don't know what they were doing that day. They were goofing around that day. We're sorry about that. But you just kind of like look at Christianity, kind of 75%. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. I know in like the music scene, especially with hardcore and stuff like that. And I'm no like religious person. I've been thinking about the Bible and stuff like that more. This took a weird level, but I was just thinking more, because I did feel like a dickhead being like, well, just don't stop being a fucking bitch. And I'm like, nah, the lead singer probably is a motherfucker. That guy Josh probably had some legitimate concerns, and I was just being a dickhead. But no, it just, you know, so coalesced in some things I was thinking about. So if you just kind of look at some of those religions look at them as just a broad outline for, if you do these things, you'll live a more fulfilling and a longer and a healthier and a happier life. You know, they become more positive things for a lot of people than if it's just, you know, once again, a strict interpretation of any religion, you're going to have a bad time. I don't think those books were meant to be followed 100%. Because I don't know. I don't necessarily know if what's in those books happened. But anyway, but the thing is, if you look at sort of, you know, whatever you choose, Christianity or any of those, or not even religion, just a general outline of what you've determined is good. But, you know, a lot of those times it goes back to religion. I'm just saying. But, or parallels the thing to religion. I'm just saying. But regardless, you create this home base, this anchor, this thing that keeps you grounded to what is your truth. So then when people try to present you with something that goes against that, you can easily go like, well, that goes against it. So politely, fuck off, bitch. Politely. Hell yeah. All right. When we're done listening to Dealer, we'll all do Bible study. Okay? Cool.
I stand for the black on the ceiling. I refuse to choke on the substance that aids to evade this feeling. A thief with the tries to leave one beyond to run with the flies. Short consequences, short cuts from the oven, smart to the body of lies. Sink or swim with the hate you try to hide. It's wrong, try tight with the hate you try to hide.
Very, very cool. Probably if I was, I like the, dude, I gotta be honest. I used to be a big, like, industrial hater, you know, a hater of industrial music, but I am becoming more open-minded with the fact that bands like this, I remember when I was listening to End, their newest album, they had some sort of industrial shit, and I can't remember, Boundaries sort of not shoehorn, wrong term. They sort of fit that shit in there. There was a band I was just, oh yeah, Knock Loose kind of does it on their new album, but I've been becoming more open-minded to industrial shit. Now, I think it's got to be mixed in with this metalcore shit for me to be really, like, into it. But I'm getting a lot more open-minded. But that song ripped, but from an album structure, probably would have been smarter to throw that around 7th or 8th. Just push it up a little bit. That sounds like a middle of the album song, in my opinion. But anyway, all right, last one, Almost Human.
To the cross, disturbing all this pain. Is this all that this vessel can
There we go. Or here we still are for a minute. There we go. That was New Order of Mind by Dealer. I was just curious about their because I'm a messy bitch. I was very curious about their monthly listens. I will give props to this dude. One album and what, like 2 EPs, and right? Yeah, I think it's one album and 2 EPs. Yeah, one album, 2 EPs, and about 250,000 monthly listens. And it looked like Alpha Wolf was around, I think it said 800, like just shy of 800. Yeah, just shy of 800,000. So a little more than a quarter, not a half. I give him props. That for how much controversy is swirling around that band. What is Dance Gavin Dance? Especially speaking of bands that have a lot of controversy, what do they get? Yeah, 1.4 million a month. Good for them. But yeah, for a band, I'm always curious what the because a lot of times social media and articles and a lot of this other shit will give you one perspective on the perception of a band, but it's really like, look at the numbers. It's like when Kanye was wilding out, and this was like, this was a couple wilding outs way before the I Love Hitler shit. You know what I mean? Like, this was like, at the time it felt like a hard wilding out, but still, people were offended like a motherfucker. And then every single album, I remember after the second or third one that people were bitching about this guy, and then you see another album coming out at number 1. You're like, well, that's really showing me more than any of your fucking bitching on Twitter will show me. Like, the hard numbers are what really tells you. So, yeah, I don't know. This dude seems like a motherfucker. Doesn't, I'd have to look into him a little bit more, but doesn't necessarily seem like a guy I'd want to hang out with, but writes good tunes. Writes some really good fucking tunes, and that's what we're here to talk about. If you don't end up, if you don't listen to bands that have bad guys as in the band, that's your prerogative. I will still probably be checking this band out because, I don't know. At the end of the day, like after fucking Me Too happened, I started to realize, I was like, oh yeah, no, like just everyone in bands. At least Me Too taught me that basically everyone who was doing something in music, if they were doing it consistently before about like 2010, 2015, they had some degree of a Me Too. It just is what it is. And a lot of them, the guys didn't even mean to do it. They just, it was just that you got into modern times and you're like, wait, that's fucked up? Shit, our bad. That's probably something. People get mad when I've said that before. I've had very bad comments. We're like, no, if it was bad then, it was bad. And you're like, yeah, but I'm just saying. It's like, I always put on the example, like, yeah, we can all as adults look back at the Girls Gone Wild commercials and be like, oh yeah, this is fucked up. But I'm telling you, dude, you couldn't find one person. You couldn't find any of me and the bros. One member of the bros upset about those commercials, or even an inkling that there was anything problematic around it. I was just seeing college boobs. I remember being in middle school, and my parents finally let me have a TV in my room. And dude, I didn't have time to think about the outside implications of what was going on. I was seeing the outline of college boobs, and that's all I gave a shit about. But then, you live and you learn, and you realize things were way more fucked up than you thought. And it makes you realize your whole childhood was a lie. Yeah. But anyway, Dealer wrote a pretty good album. New Order of Mind. Check it out again if you guys liked it. I'm Andy. I love you all. Thanks for hanging out. I do these all the time, so don't go nowhere. Hit the subscribe button. Hang the fuck out with me. I might start streaming on Twitch because I am gonna be shifting into not having a day job fairly soon, and I'm gonna need some. I got a bit of a nut saved up, but I am gonna need some revenue streams. So I may start streaming on Twitch. And I saw Twitch has some like copyright rules or some shit, but I think it's like the DMCA shit on Twitch. I'll wrap this up in a second. But I think the DMCA shit on Twitch is if people clip your stuff. But you should be allowed to broadcast that shit live. I don't know. I'm going to go on Twitch till I get kicked off. Then maybe we'll go over to Kick or something like that. And they don't kick you off over Kick. You have to kill a guy on Kick to get kicked off, I think. All right, I'm done. Thanks for hanging out. I love you all. Have a good one. Be about a peace.